as the Buckeyes turn their attention to the team up north. That means the rumors come with them and now apply to a game with the team up north. Ohio State, a 42-9 winner against Rutgers. It was a nice win and some sloppiness to it, some awkwardness to it, but the Buckeyes come out on top, so that is what it is. But the rumors flying around right now, we're not just talking injury news, we're talking about the players that filled in for the injuries, how the Buckeyes played today, how they're going to play in the future, and how Ryan Day has been operating over the past few weeks with the injuries. It's really all fueled by Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate right now, and yet the storylines are built all around. Did you know we have channels on channels on channels right now? Actually, it's just those 4. But we're moving up with the college football channels here on Chat Sports. My goal, per usual, Buckeye fans, we should be on the level of Alabama and Michigan. Come on now. Let's hit that sub button. Let's get up to that Michigan Football Report level, that Alabama Football Report level. Hit that sub button right now. If you did not watch our instant reaction video after Ohio State defeated Rutgers 42-9, what was the first question Ryan Day got asked after getting a nice victory and moving to 11-0 on the season? Hey, what's the status of Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate for the 80th time this week? And guess what he said? About the same that he's always said. They're actually, I shouldn't say about what he said. He actually finally put day-to-day on it, right? A new title, a new description of the injury or injury status, which day-to-day is wild because it's usually a baseball or basketball term because of how many games they play that literally they are day-to-day. I don't like that term for football because why can you be good one day and not good the next to play the game of football, right? The physicality, all that. The injury news continues to dominate. We will keep you updated here on the Ohio State Football Report. This is what we have right now from Ryan Day as far as the injuries go. They don't give details. And then, I don't know, do you consider day-to-day a detail? I don't know, but that's where we're at injury-wise. The guys are day-to-day and trying to get back. That's Smith, that's Tate, and we should note Quincy Porter was set to have a day for Ohio State and fill in and do good things, and he ended up being out towards the end of it. But after all that being said, let's get into the overreactions. Let's have a little fun overreacting. You'll calm me down. I'll calm you down. Send the video to a friend. Calm them down a little bit. First things first, Jeremiah Smith's going to miss the Michigan game. I'm going overreaction on this boy. I think it is an overreaction to say that. We finally heard from Jeremiah Smith, by the way, which was actually a little bit surprising. We hadn't really heard from him since that UCLA debacle with the 22 snaps and whatnot. Again, he's listed at day-to-day for the Buckeyes right now. He's playing against Michigan, guys. Number one, it's his birthday, by the way, November 29th, going against that team up north. We know how much he's talked about. He hates the team up north. He can't stand the team up north. I don't think there's any way that Jeremiah Smith misses this game. Carnell Tate's actually the one that worries me more than Jeremiah Smith, so I think it's an overreaction to think the Buckeyes will be without number 4. I want to hear from you, though, at this point in time, whether it's Smith, whether it's Tate, whether it's now Quincy Porter, Brandon Inniss got banged up. What is your concern level over the wide receiver injuries for Ohio State? 1, no big deal. I think they're going to play. They're just resting up. 10, I'm worried. I don't know who's playing. I don't know who's not. Scale it for me 1 to 10. The next overreaction for the Buckeyes, after watching some of the things that offense did today, I think a lot of people are wondering, can Ohio State beat Michigan without Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith? The overreaction that they can't, of course. I think this is an overreaction. You got great stuff from Bo Jackson. You asked the wide receivers to step up. No, the wide receivers like Mylan Graham and Bryson Rogers didn't step up. But Max Clare, Mad Max, went crazy for the Buckeyes today. 7 catches, over 100 yards, touchdown to go with it. Buckeyes can find a way offensively without these two guys. Obviously, those two guys give you the edge, right, to win by multiple scores, to win in a tough environment, to do more with less at times. But I still think if push came to shove, those guys didn't play. I'm not losing that feeling that Ohio State can't beat Michigan. Do want to let you guys know this episode is brought to you by PrizePicks. The hard-hitting football action is even better with PrizePicks. While the weather might be changing, the feeling of being right never gets old. So keep the season rolling on PrizePicks by getting $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. Follow other players directly on the app. Copy their lineups in one click. Whether it's a friend, celebrity partner, or just someone whose picks you like, you can hit that follow button and check out every lineup they create in the new feed tab on PrizePicks. I personally thought that producer Aiden had a good lineup together. I copied his. I got his going. Worked out great. Ethan Kaliak-Manis, nothing on that one. He got less on the 179.5 passing yards. Bo Jackson got his touchdown. It was either going to be rushing or receiving. He got it, so we were good there. Again, that's an example of copying a lineup that was just somebody in the office stole it from our producer Aiden there. So on PrizePicks, you can also, how you play is up to you. If you want flexibility, you can choose flex play, where you can get paid even if one of your picks misses. And if you want the biggest payouts, go for the power play. No matter how you play, PrizePicks is a great way to put your takes to the test. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, it's good to be right. Yes, Max Clare stepped up for the Buckeyes. Bo Jackson stepped up for the Buckeyes. Pre-game, our video the other day and a preview for Rutgers, I stuck my neck out and said Mylan Graham is going to step up for Ohio State. He's next. 5-star recruit. Little bit of time this season. This is his moment. He's going to go out there. Nothing till the third quarter. Did not see Mylan Graham much at all. It was Adolph that actually ended up playing, David Adolph, on senior day. And everybody kept joking, oh, it's senior day, that's why Adolph's playing. And then it's the second quarter. And then it's halftime. And then Adolph's back out there again. And it's like, what did Mylan Graham do? Well, Ryan Day was asked about it right away because I think a lot of the media had the same idea I did, which is Mylan Graham is next up. Ryan Day saying he played a little bit, and just when he gets in there, we want him to be consistent and do his job. We're challenging him to do that and step up in a big way. The more he does that, the more he builds trust, the more opportunities he gets. That leads me to believe it's a proper reaction to say that we overestimated Mylan Graham. We did not know his standing within Ohio State's wide receiver room. Clearly, a job opened up, and Ryan Day stepped in and said, you're not management material. We need you to keep working on this. I don't know, get your night degree at whatever office comparison you want to use right there. But not ready, right? Shows what we know about the inner workings of Ohio State football. I don't know. We may get back to a Mylan Graham discussion in an overreaction in just a second. But were you with me? Did you think Mylan Graham was going to play a lot today? And do you want to see him play a lot in the future, depending on what you saw from Adolph or Bryson Rogers or other receivers for the Buckeyes? Should Mylan Graham play more? Type Y for yes, N for no. The defense for Ohio State can carry you to a title. They can win it all. Proper reaction. This defense is really, really good. To the point that the Buckeyes were only up 14-3, looking sloppy, fumbling, dropping passes, injuries to two of their best players, and I felt fine because I knew a play like Caden Curry made, strip sacking the quarterback, or other plays the Buckeyes made to keep that game at the score it was at was going to happen. It's the reason I felt fine when it was a one-score game against Texas over and over and over again, and I don't want to get into the is Texas good discussion right now. I don't have time for that. This game specifically reassured me that in these big games, and I know Rutgers isn't, say, Georgia or Oklahoma or anybody like that, I still think the good defense is good enough that if you score 17 points, you got a really good shot to beat anybody in the college football playoff because of your defense. And the final overreaction is about Ryan Day. And boy, have I seen your comments over and over again. Ryan Day's playing chess, not checkers. Oh, he engineered all this. He knows exactly what he's doing. He planned all this. He's telling them to fake these injuries. Ryan Day has built this whole plan, including today's game plan of switching Sayin for keenholes, holding out Mylan Graham, telling Jeremiah Smith to walk funny on the sidelines, playing chess, not checkers. I think it's a bit of an overreaction. I do think Ryan Day is a very smart coach. I think he is managing these injuries as he gets information, as he learns things. But this is not a situation where Ryan Day held Mylan Graham out so that Michigan didn't see him, and he told Jeremiah Smith to walk funny so that Michigan thinks he's super hurt when he's only kind of hurt, and that Carnell Tate was tight 3 weeks ago, and Ryan Day just said, let's mess around and not play you for 3 weeks so Michigan isn't ready for you. We're ready for Michigan, the game against the team up north on Saturday. We appreciate you hanging out with us here on the Ohio State Football Report.